Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're diving into Girls Frontline 2 Exilium, but not the long-winded lore dump. No, we're going for a fast, streamlined summary of each chapter so you don't have to skip through hours of dialogue to understand what's going on. So sit tight because I'm about to explain everything you need to know in the simplest way possible. Here is a summary of Chapter 2, Second Signal. The Elmo has the parts needed for maintenance, and Groza tells you that all systems are online. While the Elmo runs a self-diagnostic, it looks like it's going to snow outside. Krolik doesn't really know what snow is, or whether it's dangerous or not. She thought snow was a kind of collapse storm, but she's disappointed to find out that it's just a type of rain. Groza tells you that there's rumors that snow can actually increase the rate of collapse radiation, and that it's dangerous to head outside. Mei-Ling says that she needs support and demanded your presence. You order Krolik and Nemesis to stay in the operation room in case something goes wrong. When meeting with Mei-Ling, you see that she starts to cry. When you ask her what's wrong, Mei-Ling says that you're missing a part to repair the MBV, or the Elmo. She says she remembers ordering them, but they're not in any of the supply crates that were ordered. Krolik was the one who loaded the supplies, but when she collected them, she only verified the weights, which matched up with the order list. These parts are important to the functioning of the Elmo, but you tease Mei-Ling by saying that you would take some of her alcohol as compensation. When Mei-Ling begs you not to take her alcohol, you say that you'll take her bonus money instead. With not much thought, Mei-Ling says that she would rather you take money from her bonus than to take her alcohol away. You contact Polonitsa, since Polonitsa was the person who was supposed to give you all the parts. Polonitsa is surprised at the call, saying in a teasing tone that she's too good to have forgotten anything. Mei-Ling tells her what's missing, and Polonitsa laughs. She thought maybe you wouldn't notice the missing parts. The equipment you needed was out of stock, so Polonitsa sent something else to compensate. What this gift that she sends ended up being was a small blue-haired tea-doll named Colphne, and some intel of who the secret commissioner of your cargo is. But you don't quite know that yet. She tells you that the Varjaggers who have been pursuing you have been frequently enlisting the service of underground broker networks to relay information lately. When Polonitsa tried tracking the locations of who was accessing the broker network, she could only see layers upon layers of encryption that she couldn't trace back to the original user. This enemy and this cargo isn't ordinary. You tell Polonitsa that you're adding more to your order from her and requested a bunch of heavy machinery and weapons. At the rate that the enemy has been targeting you, you conclude that it's better to confront them all and wipe them all out for good. After getting off the phone with Polonitsa, you instruct Mei-Ling and Groza to open up all crates that you haven't opened. As you are all about to, Krolik tells you that the Varjaggers are here and plotting to attack. The Elmo is at 80% to full strength, but it will take another 5 hours to be fully optimal. You tell Mei-Ling to keep the Elmo running at full speed and for Groza and the team to fight off the enemy. However, not only did your team have to fight off Varjaggers, but the Elids as well. After finishing them off, you contact the warrant officer, Vladimir, who's impressed with how quickly you handled the enemies. You asked about the supplies you ordered from him in the past, and he tells you that they are dispatched and ready to be picked up in the elevator in Zone 0105. Vladimir tells you that a highly dangerous ELID called a Bujum has appeared, probably due to the increasing rates of collapse radiation. So far, it seems that the Bujum is only in Port Vest as of now, and there hasn't been sightings of any more. The government is planning on leveling the ground in that region to make it a new purification zone to clear out the Elids. You ask for the data on Port Vest, and the warrant officer thinks you've lost your mind. You ask if he can aid you on your trip to Port Vest, but the most he can give you is a prayer before bed every night. Krolik asks what a Bujum even is, and Groza says it's an amalgamation of multiple Elids, kind of like a really large pack with one really big scary Elid leading the way. Nemesis has experienced Bujums before and said that there's something alive, but not quite alive at the same time. Krolik becomes worried about what the team is going to do next. Your plan now is to head through Port Vest to put the Varjaggers off your trail. Krolik asks why you can't just get Mei-Ling to build a jammer so that you're not tracked by the Varjaggers. Groza informs Krolik that jamming the signal is only a temporary measure, and that the goal is to take out the Varjaggers in Port Vest using the Bujum as a kind of diversion. Suddenly, an alarm goes off about an unregistered T-doll infiltrating the Elmo. The crew gets to attack mode as they are confronted with the blue-haired medic doll, Colphne. This turns out to be the gift that Polonitsa mentioned earlier. Under much interrogation, it turns out that Colphne is harmless and truly wants to work alongside you and your team in combat, despite her being a medical doll. Even more suspiciously, the team that she is supposed to belong to are all marked as deceased in the report, along with her, which makes everyone weary. Colphne requests to have a fire core to make her a fighting doll instead of just simply a medic, but no one is certain of her intentions yet. Groza does mention that the team could use the help, and that having Colphne despite her intentions is a good thing to have as there are no medical dolls on the team. You agree, and have Mei-Ling upgrade her core to help aid in the upcoming fight. You tell Colphne she can stay under one condition, that she cannot put any of your team in harm's way, or you will dispose of her body and wipe her neural cloud off the face of the earth. Colphne agrees, and the team moves forward with the mission. As you all make your way to Port Vest, the Varjaggers are keeping pace with you. However, they are struggling much more than your team is. In this mess, they get a call from a strange man with pink hair who offers them all the cash and equipment they need in exchange for getting the cargo from you. The Varjagger boss, Bursil, is reluctant to listen to him. He calls the stranger a coward and questions whether it would be even worth it to work with him. The stranger tells him that he's already sent supplies and reinforcements to his location to complete the job, but Bursil doesn't want to hear it. With this, the stranger begins to threaten him. Either he gets the box, or he kills off his entire convoy. Meanwhile, at Port Vest, the collapse storm continues to grow in intensity. Krolik and Groza's team are separated and pinned down by hordes of low-level Elids and the hybrid-type Bujum. The 3 dolls on Groza's team have already taken various amounts of damage. As this is Colphne's first mission with them, she's having a hard time keeping up, but she's cracking jokes along the way which makes Groza furious. Colphne tells Groza that they should all retreat and leave post, as Krolik, Nemesis, and you handle it by yourselves. Because dolls have a neural cloud that they can reconnect to, all they would need is a body to never truly die. Groza is annoyed at Colphne's cowardice and tells her to fight or leave. She also mentions Colphne's old team, saying that she probably abandoned them too. Colphne decides to stay, furiously telling Groza that she has no clue what happened to her and her old team, and that she would never abandon her comrades. Colphne clarifies that she is not being a coward, but she's thinking logically. She makes the argument that there is still time to escape if the 2 of them leave alongside. Krolik and Nemesis aren't real people and can be brought back to life through the neural cloud. Staying here would be a waste of energy and could get everyone killed. Groza tells Colphne that she is staying with her team, but that Colphne can lead if she wants. As Groza and Colphne continue to be trapped by an endless swarm of low-level Elids, the Bujum moves towards Krolik. Colphne rushes in to try and protect her as the battle continues. Nemesis tells the team that there are still plenty of enemies around. Soon enough, the Varjaggers find an opening and steal the box away from the team. Colphne still tries to make jokes along the way, but that doesn't help the situation. As the Varjaggers get away, the box begins to glow and slip away from them. Your T-dolls see that this is an opening to regroup and continue the pursuit. The child with pink hair wakes from the box and targets the Varjaggers with serious blows, destroying the enemies in her wake. She makes contact with the other dolls, and soon enough, she gets sleepy again and returns back to the box. Groza tries to call you. However, there is no signal between you and your team now. So, there you have it. A quick and simple summary of the second chapter, Second Signal. The game definitely has a lot of dialogue, and while it can feel like a lot at times, the story is truly rich with detail if you break it down. This is the perfect game for Girls Frontline fans who want to see where the story goes next, while still keeping up with the classic themes of AI, T-dolls, and political intrigue. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more streamlined summaries and updates of Girls Frontline 2 Exilium. And hey, if you want me to dive deeper into any specific chapter or part of the story, just let me know in the comments below. Thank you for watching.